Well, welcome everyone, and thank you for attending this evening. Our meetings are open to everyone, and if you know anyone who's interested in genealogy, let them know about us. So we're going to start with our speaker tonight. I've changed the agenda up a little bit, and we're going to welcome Thomas MacEntee, and he's going to be talking to us about successful collateral and cluster searching. And here we go. What you want to know about Thomas. What happens when a tech guy with a love for history gets laid off during the Great Recession of 2008? You get Thomas MacEntee, a genealogy professional based in the United States, who is also a blogger, educator, author, social media connector, online community builder, and more. Thomas has over 42 years of experience researching family history. Thomas was laid off after a 25-year career in the information technology field, so he started his own genealogy-related business called High Definition Genealogy. Currently, Thomas shares many of his articles and videos for free at genealogybargains.com. Thomas describes himself as a lifelong learner with a background in a multitude of topics, who has finally figured out what he does best: teach, inspire, instigate, and serve as a curator and go-to guy for concept nurturing and inspiration. Thomas is a big believer in success and that we all succeed when we help each other find success. So over to you, Thomas.
Thank you, Nancy, so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the intro. I want to say hi to everyone. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and let's see if we can get this going here.
I'm going to go ahead and share the screen, and I'd like to thank Thomas for spending his evening with us.
Thank you.
And giving us so many great tips to expand our searching skills. And it's definitely going to be a great step forward to solving some of our puzzling ancestral mysteries. And you talked about Canadian records. Well, you were talking about the hotel list in the papers. I've seen that in a Sonia paper.
Yeah.
You also mentioned starting the year that Roots came on TV.
Yeah, 1977. Yeah.
Well, I started in 1975.
Perfect.
So,
Yeah.
So we've both gone through the complete gamut.
Yes.
From having to go and do your research at the archives personally, right through now to the databases online, and they're so wonderful.
Exactly.
Okay. So if you by any means cannot find the handout, here's your fallback position. Durham chair at ogs.on.ca. I've got a copy and I can send that to you if you have not received it. And I don't know why the iPads do not show the link. It's so annoying.
Yeah, it's a different format. I guess Zoom appears differently on tablets than it does on desktops. Yeah.
Okay, so the rest of the meeting is going to be all the other stuff, the boring stuff, if you want to say it, but I don't think the upcoming meetings are that boring. So here we go.
I'm going to take my leave then, if that's okay.
That's wonderful, Tom.
All right, and I really appreciate this opportunity, everyone. So, and I wish you much success on collateral and cluster searching. So, great.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, just a little bit about the branch. We have a YouTube channel, and where the speakers give us permission, we have their presentations posted on our YouTube channel. And I just want to point out here, there's one group that we actually joined with to present mid-April, the Uxbridge Genealogy Group, and it was an introduction to East European ancestors. And if you weren't able to catch that meeting, it's on the YouTube channel for you to look at there. The handouts for that are on the main page of our website. And I'm going to talk about part 2 of Eastern Europe research in a few slides. Okay, don't forget our members only section. This is a benefit for being a member of our branch. If you're already a member of the main Ontario Ancestors, it's only another $15 to become a member of our branch. And here's a few things that we have in the members only section. Where presenters have not given permission for posting their presentations on the public YouTube channel. This is where we put it in the members only section. And this is where Thomas's presentation and handout will be in a few days. And also a benefit for our members is we have all the issues of our newsletter, Kindred Spirits, has been put in the members only section. And they have been OCR'd. Now, as Thomas mentioned about OCR, or optical character recognition, some of the early newsletters that were typewritten didn't OCR very well, but the ones that have been digital have OCR'd quite well. So the early ones you need to browse, and the later ones you can actually use the search. And speaking of our newsletter, we do need your articles. If you have a great website, a Durham region story, maybe a methodology you want to tell us about, make sure you send us the information to durham@ogs.ond.ca and mark it for Kindred Spirits. And Anne DeLong, who was our question moderator today, is our layout editor and wants articles for our next newsletter. Our Tony coordinator, Stacy Goddard, would like to put out a plea for volunteers to help us index books and other items for the Ontario Name Index, which is the big OGS Tony project. And OGS itself is looking for an editor for the quarterly journal Families. And if you have a yen to become an editor, send an email off to the executive director, Megan, ed@ogs.on.ca. And it's not too late. You can still register for the conferences this weekend. I'll just give you a few highlights here. There's still one more fast track session tomorrow night at 7 p.m. It's from MyHeritage, and it's titled "A Vast and Virtual Genealogical Library is Waiting for Your Exploration." You'll find information at the conference.ogs.on.ca website. Thursday night is the usual monthly OGS webinar, which is free and open to the public. And I've got the details on my next slide. Friday all day is an extra. It's the first ever virtual Ancestry Day with Ancestry.ca. The cost is an extra $25 and can be purchased as a standalone session if you want. It goes from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Friday evening is also open to the public. At 7 p.m., the keynote speech will be given by Janice Nickerson, talking about my roots, your roots, our Ontario roots. And there's a description on her on the conference website as well. And in addition, for the members, there is the Society's AGM on Saturday, and I've got a slide about that. But something you need to know, besides the Saturday and Sunday full days of workshops and sessions, is that the recordings will be available to conference registrants for 30 days. So I think it's a good bargain. So Thursday night's webinar is Linda Korup, sorry. She's going to be talking about treasurers in the miscellaneous collection. This is at the Archives of Ontario. And if you go to the main ogs.on.ca webpage, you'll be able to click there to register. It's open to the public and it's free. The annual general meeting is Saturday at 3:15 via Zoom, and it's also on the home page, and you need to register for that. It's open for OGS members. Now, since we're not going to be back with the monthly meetings until September the 7th, there are 3 OGS webinars I need to tell you about. The July one is Janice Nickerson, and she's going to give her 20th century Ontarians topic.
Hi, Nancy.
August, yes.
Sorry to interrupt, but the July is actually July 8th because July 1st is the holiday.
I wondered about that.
Yeah, I think it's wrong. I'll have to get it checked. It is set for July 8th.
Well,
I'll
thank
just
you,
double
Kim,
check
for
this out.
letting us
Sorry
know.
for interrupting.
No, we needed to know that. So yes, this was taken off the main page of the OGS website today. So it does need to be changed.
Okay, I'll get them to correct that. Thanks.
Perfect. So going on to August, Leanne Kruger from Alberta is going to be talking about Google Maps from her own experience, which is wonderful. And September 2nd is Tara Shemansky, also from Alberta. And she's got, I found them on the census now what? And it ends up with her tracking the Franklin family for 4 generations, all starting from the 1921 census. And in a bit of news, MyHeritage blog has announced they're excited to introduce photo repair, the newest tool in their photo toolbox. And it's to repair scratches and damaged photos using artificial intelligent technology. And this means now that MyHeritage is the only company to offer a complete suite of features for colorizing, restoring, enhancing, animating, and now repairing historical photos. And if you're not a member of MyHeritage, I believe you get 10 photos free. So go to their website and poke around. Upcoming meetings. June. A little bit of a spelling error there. June the 16th at 7 p.m. is our DNA special interest group. Now, since we often show personal dashboards, the Zoom invitation will only go out to the private group. If you wish to become a member of the private group, you need to email me. And here's my 2 email addresses. And last but not least, our September meeting is the second part of the Eastern European research. It's given by Eva Kuyava, as I've learned to pronounce her name properly. Please note the earlier time. Will be starting at 7 p.m. since Eva lives in England. And again, I mentioned that on YouTube, our YouTube channel, part 1 is there if you want to catch up before September. Other meetings in the fall, we've got Leslie Anderson of Ancestry.ca in October. And she said, I'll talk to you about a topic after the conference. So in a week or 2, I will talk to her and we'll have an actual topic for you when we reconvene in September. November, we've got Glenn Wright talking about researching Canadian men and women in the Second World War. And in December will be our annual show and tell Christmas get together. It may possibly be in person, or it may be a repeat of last year's online virtual get together. Here's the contact information for our branch. We have a Facebook group, a blog, a YouTube channel, and a website, obviously. And questions can be sent to durham@ogs.on.ca because unfortunately our office and library is still closed. But email is still there, and if our research team can do it from their resources at home, they will answer your questions for you. And at this point, I would like to thank everyone for joining us, and we'll see you in September. Stay well over the summer. Thank you very much.